Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am really sorry that this video is late. I actually had a lot of technical difficulties with my camera and the microphone, so I decided to delay the video a little bit just to give you guys some better content and a better video. Today's video, I'm very excited to announce that we're going to be doing a look with nothing over $15. It was actually very hard to do because I live in Canada, so things are usually a bit over $15 even at the drugstore. So now without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so first we're going to start with our primer. Very important to prime your face before you put on any foundation. The primer today is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. This primer is amazing. I use it all the time. It's affordable, but also very good. So this is what it looks like. You can just swirl your finger in, you can just put all over your face. So once we have that rubbed in our faces, we're gonna go in with foundation. The foundation we're using today is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. I really like this foundation just because it's full coverage, but at the price of a drugstore foundation. Normally, I don't love matte foundations because they're very drying on my already dry skin, but this foundation is actually not very drying at all. Okay, so I went ahead and did 2 pumps of the foundation. I find that to be the best way to cover my full face and get the fullest coverage that I can. If anything, I do tend to go back in with maybe like half a pump just to cover in all of the rough spots that I had and all the scarring. But usually I do cover that up with concealer. Okay. So now, once we dab it all over our face, we're going to take a flat top kabuki brush. A beauty sponge is also acceptable, but I do prefer using a kabuki brush just to get the fuller coverage. We'll be tapping our foundation just like that. So I do prefer to go in with tapping motions just because I prefer to get the fuller coverage all over my face. If you drag it, you tend to remove the coverage and it just looks really cakey and just not very good. But again, it's up to you, whatever you prefer. Next, we're going to move on to brows, and I actually have 2 brow products just because I normally like to use 2 pencils instead of 1. I like to use a lighter pencil and I like to use a darker pencil. So the lighter one we're going to be using is the CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. I think this is a very good pencil. Even if you want to use this as your pencil alone, this would be a good choice. But I decided to go in with a micro pencil from Morphe just to get the shape, and then I fill it in with the lighter one just so it's not too dark. What I like about both pencils is that they both have spoolies at the end, which is very important for when you're getting a micro brow pencil, just because you always want to comb in the color instead of just coloring everything. Okay, so I already went in with a Morphe pencil and I just shaped my brows. Now we're going to go in with the CoverGirl pencil and just color it in. So now going in with the CoverGirl micro pencil, we're going to just cover any spots that may be patchy. Since this is lighter, you don't really get the dark eyebrow effect, which I really like. I prefer my eyebrows to just look a bit more lighter. So I went ahead and did my second eyebrow off camera just to save a little bit of time. But if you guys want, let me know down below if you want me to post an updated eyebrow tutorial. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with eye primer. I use the e.l.f. Putty Primer. Just like the Putty Primer, it comes in a little container. Just put it on your lid and kind of spread it all over your eye. It feels really weird because I usually always do this eye first and then move to this eye, but I did it the opposite way and I just didn't even know what to do. So I'm very excited to announce that the palette we're going to be using today is super affordable and also very good quality. So the palette we're using is the Around the World by C Color Cosmetics. I love this palette so much, especially if you want to do natural looks or anything on the go. It's just really good. The palette itself was around $15, maybe a little less. I will put the price over here or over here. I'm gonna open up the palette for you guys. This is beautiful. As you can tell, I've already gone ahead and tried a few shades just for the heck of it, But overall, I just really like this palette. Today we're going to be doing a very light, kind of foxy look that is easy to recreate and it won't take too much time. So I realized that I wasn't recording when I did the first part of the eyeshadow. I'll explain to you what I did. So I took a flat top, kind of fluffy brush, and I went in with this color right here. And you just kind of want to pack it onto your crease like this. And just create a little bit of a wing. It's okay if the wing is messy because we're going to remove it later on with either concealer or a baby wipe. So using a baby wipe, I went in and just cleaned up the outer edges just to give it a more uplifted look. Next, we're going to take a fluffier brush, just like this, and we're going to go in with this lighter color over here. Tap, tap, tap. We're just going to pack it onto our lid. Just like that, we're giving it sort of like a cut crease look without cutting our crease. Okay, so next we're going to take a kind of angled brush. So we're going to take an angled brush that you normally would use for eyeliner, and we're going to go in with, I'm seeing here that these colors are pretty much the same, but I kind of want to go in with this color. I was gonna go in with this one, but I feel like this one would match it better. So you're just gonna like go like that, you grab some, you start forming kind of an eyeliner look. Don't worry if it looks messy like mine. This is why I didn't go in with concealer first, because concealer can be used to cover all of this. We're just gonna go into our second eye with the same color and do the same thing. Just like that. And you want to create a nice, you know, kind of like checkmarky wing. I don't know how to say that. Okay, so just like that, we have our kind of boxy, uplifted look with a little bit of a cut crease, but you didn't have to use concealer for. So next we're gonna go in with mascara, and the mascara that we're using is the Exhibitionist mascara from CoverGirl. This mascara is extremely affordable and also very good. I like how it makes my eyelashes look very natural but also long. So for this look, you want to kind of make your outer lashes look longer than your inner lashes, so you're not going to go in with too much mascara on the inner lashes. You just want to hold it up at an angle. Okay, so the lashes that we're going to go in with today are actually from Amazon. They're called Jim Meyer. I like these lashes for when I'm doing experimental looks that need to be a little bit more natural. I'll show them to you. So for this look, you want to cut them a bit more than you normally would, just because you kind of want the uplifted at the end of the lashes. I'm just going to go ahead and pop on the lashes off camera. Okay, so now that we have lashes on, we're going to move on to the rest of our face. First, we're going to start with concealer. Using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer underneath our eyes, some on our forehead. So taking a dampened Real Technique Beauty sponge, start tapping concealer into our skin like we did the foundation. We don't want to rub it, we just want to tap it in. I've heard a lot about this concealer being sort of like the Shape Tape. I think this is a really good concealer for the price. Moving on with the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I love this bronzer. It is amazing. I think it smells delicious, but at the same time, it's also a really good high coverage bronzer. I went in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush. I think I wasn't filming while I was doing it. It is a learning process for me using my new camera and everything, so I do apologize for all of this. Next, we're gonna go in with highlighter, and we're using the C Color Cosmetics Heaven Highlight Kit. So grabbing a big fluffy highlighter brush, we're going to go in with a nice goldeny color. These highlighters are blinding. I love them. Just like that. So next we're just going to go in with a contouring brush that I already have powder on, and we're just going to contour our nose. Okay, so now that we're already doing powders and stuff, we're going to go in with the same eyeshadow palette, and we're going to go in with the darker eyeshadow right here with the same brush that we used before, the angled one. And we're just going to work it into sort of our waterline. We don't want to do it too low, because if we do it too low... So before I go in with the lipstick, I'm going to use the setting spray, which is the Milani Make It Dewy. I love this, especially for this look. I don't love the matte look, so I do tend to go with dewy finishes. We're just going to put it really far from our face, because this is a very strong mist. Fan our face just to make sure it sets in. So next we're going in with a lipstick, and it's the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip. I really like this. It's in the color Beeper. The lip gloss we're going in with today is just a Morphe lip gloss that I bought for about $12. So we're just going to put it on the center. Overall, I really like the look. I like how affordable it was, but I like how versatile it is too. As I mentioned, I will include everything down below in the description box, and I will also include a wear test with how everything wore out throughout the day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that little notification bell next to the subscribe button to be notified of every time I release a video. Okay everyone, so thanks for watching. Bye guys!